What's going on, everybody? And here we're doing X-Men Dark Phoenix. Oh. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I can fix this. And oh. Yeah, much better. What's up, you guys? This is Izzy from Tellitlikeit. How y'all doing? I got another movie review for you guys. Don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated on all of my content. But more importantly, like this video and comment, and don't forget to share it around for anybody else that you think might enjoy the video. Thank you. And subscribe. So, X-Men 2019 Dark Phoenix, Fox's last hurrah, and I couldn't be more happy. Oh, I'm so glad that this is over now. What started off as a very promising franchise just progressively just turned more to mush, and that mush to crap, and that crap to But we sat through it all hoping that it would get better anyway, and here we are today, reviewing their last one. Thank God. So, directed by Simon Pegg, starring James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, Jennifer Lawrence, that's her freaking name, and the beautiful Queen of Winterfell herself, Sansa Stark. I mean, Sophie Turner. We pick up where we left off with the X-Men and their new X-Men suits, like a little family superhero unit, doing superhero-esque things like saving astronauts in space with an X-Men Powerpuff hotline, as we already know from the commercials. First of all, let me just say, this commercial, the commercials, the trailers, it pretty much told the movie just in like slight little sections. There's not much that we really missed in particular, other than like a lot of the action sequences, but even then, a lot of those were in the trailers. Jean is attacked by this mysterious force in the abyss that everybody's mistaking for a solar flare. And instead of it destroying her, it absorbs her. Thus, we have Le Phoenix Force, which is kind of odd because I do recall her already having the Phoenix Force in the previous movie in Apocalypse. Like, I'm pretty sure that's how that happened. Like, I'm pretty sure she like unleashed her power and used the Phoenix Force that was in her. I mean, they had like the whole bird wing thing and everything to show that this is the Phoenix Force, and she kind of destroyed Apocalypse and like smashed him into nothing, I believe. And yet she's getting her Phoenix Force power from space. Is that like is that what we're doing now? This movie was a lot better than what I thought it was going to be, but I mean, this movie was still not nearly as great. It had like the right components to be great, and then it just was not great. And you could just tell that they were just kind of like trying to hurry up and get it over with. I thought the actors did great. I think the actors did great for the script that they were given and the motivation that they had to finish this movie up. So I think they did a great job. But I mean, for me personally, there wasn't too many moments where I was like, "Wow, that was cheesy." Whack, boo, try again. Like, it wasn't too many of those moments for me in this movie, and I could appreciate that because I really hate being that guy in the theater, and I don't mind being that guy in the theater.
So, right on cue, as we all, well, at least a lot of us anyway, predicted from the trailers itself, Jennifer Lawrence's character, Mystique, wait, where is she? Mystique, dies. And saw it coming when she blew that hole in the house, and I saw all the like pointy sticks and, planks from the broken house and everything. I was like, that's where she's gonna die. I see it right there, and this little pitchfork right on the side is shaped too perfect right now. She's gonna get that blowback and she's gonna get gutted. I see it coming. And sure enough, right on cue, she got gutted and she died. Like, this is one of those things where we just like, do we even try anymore with these things? Like, we all saw this. A lot of us really saw this coming. And just like that, Jennifer Lawrence is out of her contract because her character is finito. Although, why? She was. This was it for them. They weren't going any further than this. They really could have just not did that. But I mean, there had to be something to motivate the people, right? Get Hank all riled up. Hank, Beast, actually really kind of turned up a little bit in this movie because he loved Raven, he loved Mystique, and watching her die at the hands of Jean on accident, of course, kind of, I think, just kind of set him off, and he went down this negative path. Ended up joining forces with Magneto of all people. Who'd have thunk that?
Magneto didn't know, and then when he found out, now he want to kill Jean. I don't like the way that they kind of mapped out Charles Xavier's character in this one. Like, I get why he did what he did, but I mean, it really wasn't that serious because you just suppressed the fact that she kind of killed her parents, but, or at least killed her mom. But I don't know, man. He seemed like real dickish in this movie. Like, he seemed like a real douchebag, man. Like, he was doing some weird stuff in this movie that was very uncharacteristic of Charles Xavier, and I really wasn't feeling that. I liked it for what they. No, I can't even say I liked it, but I was content with how they went through it in the movie, just to kind of like give a rhyme and a reason for some of these characters doing the things that they were going to do, but it was uncharacteristic, and I didn't really care for that. They're being hunted by these things called the what is it, Buck or the Bulk. They're being hunted by aliens, and they're trying to kind of like trick Jean into like giving them the Phoenix Force so they can start their new planet, new life, or whatever. And to be quite honest, I thought it was Lalandra and her like little bird colony. I forgot what they're called right now. It slips my mind. But I thought it might have been them, and thank God it wasn't. Whew, dodged a freaking bullet, because if Fox is finally giving up the reins of all these Marvel characters back to his rightful place with Marvel and the Disney franchise, then we can really get those characters in there without having to wait months, years, decades for them to redo it, revamp it, and do it right. Especially since the new area that we're going in the Marvel Universe seems to be going towards the cosmic. The train scene was pretty much the best part of the whole movie. The fight scenes, you see kind of everybody get off a little bit. Beast does his thing. He actually did some Beast maneuvers and abilities and stuff like that. Normally, we see Beast in this franchise and he's just clawing on all fours, running at people and kind of like hopping up stuff and climbing up walls a little bit and like flipping people or throwing people or like Beast punching people and stuff like that. And that's cool, but that's not what Beast was really like. Like, he did like somersault kicks and like he was like Blanca from Street Fighter minus the electricity. Like, he got off on people. Like, there was like some like, I don't know, like martial art flippy acrobatic assault type stuff that he did, and he did a little bit of that in here, and I kind of like that a little bit more. Nightcrawler, when he finally, manned up, he was actually pretty raw in this, and it was like, okay, finally, you guys made Nightcrawler more like the Excalibur two-sworded kind of Nightcrawler, where he's just ending people without like giving it a second thought. The kid is really ugly as Nightcrawler, all things considered, but I appreciated his enthusiasm in the midst of killing all these people with like his tail going through people's necks and things like that, and grabbing the little pocket knives and like gutting people and like going around poof 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 poof. Like, I love that. It was nice. This is a Nightcrawler that we needed to have before and we never got. How depressing. Storm was alright, but I mean, they never really do her character all that much justice. Like, when it's just time for her to attack people, it's usually just lightning blast for the most part. But even though she had like a couple of blizzard blast attacks in here and stuff like that, it wasn't a good use of Storm and her powers, in my personal opinion. But I mean, what more, I guess, could I have wanted her to do in such moments, right? Not certainly not create tornadoes and actual storms or anything like that. Like, no, that would be terrible. That would be a terrible idea. What are you thinking, Izzy? That being said, they heck under you, Storm. You gonna respect the Queen of Wakanda, son. Respect it. Quicksilver, just don't even have him in the movie for all this. Like his part was so minimal, and I was low key disappointed about it because we did not see him until the end of the movie. After that, he was in there for the first 15, 20 minutes, and then we didn't see him again until like the last like three.
Like I said, there was a lot of good components that would make the storyline a lot better, that would make the movie way better, but we didn't have that. We didn't have any of that. Like, there was room for so much potential in the areas they were going by. I mean, I guess they can't really do much with it. It's just the end, so they're just trying to hurry up and end the franchise, as they should. But, that's what kind of made this movie kind of fail for me, and for that I got docket points. Like, you had the material, but you didn't do anything with the material. You didn't do anything with it. Well, you did something with it. It just wasn't enough. You didn't do enough with the material that you had. Like you set it up for something that could be really good. That I could see, like further into the movie ahead of where it was already at, and y'all never caught up. I just kind of lapped y'all in my mind of where you could have went with this. So I'm gonna dock your points.
Look, y'all. All in all, this movie wasn't too terrible. This movie wasn't that bad. Just me being nitpicky as I am, I gotta give this movie a 6 out of 10. It's above average. It's enjoyable. It's enough to kind of keep you in there and be like, okay, what's gonna happen next? But that's only really because you kind of understand what's gonna happen next, and you just want to see it play out, or if it's like gonna play out the way you envisioned it in your mind. At least that's how I felt the entire time. I had theories before I even walked up into the theater, and then afterwards, at least a good 85% of them were pretty much confirmed on what I thought was going to be the thing. Some things just surprised me and was just like, oh, okay, they went that route. Respect. And then there's other times where I was just kind of like,
Called it.
But I have fun with this movie. I can't wait to see what they do next.
What are you talking about? They're not doing anything next.
Sophie Turner did a good job. I enjoyed her character. I enjoyed her character development. This felt like a really good arc for the Phoenix, more like an origin story of sorts, if I could even call it that. It was fun to watch her work, even though there really wasn't much to watch. But I enjoyed it. So there's that.
And in the end, she learned, thanks to the professor, after finally admitting that he was wrong for all the things that he did, and he did many of things wrong. He screwed the pooch, boy. Yikes. But in the midst of him apologizing and trying to make peace with Jean and, showing him that there is still hope, there is still love here, we're your family, Jean decides to save the day with her newfound godlike powers, god tier powers, her One Punch Man powers, and absolutely eviscerate all of these Vulk to the Shadow Realm, end them even, dusted them. Thanos stamped them into dust, all of them, and she got off, and it was dope. But in the end, to save her family, she had to take old girl out into space. Jessica Chastain's character, take her out into space and blow her up out there, so nobody else would get hurt. And in the midst of her having her final blowout, turned into the Phoenix and self-destructed. Sad.
Or is she dead? My guess was that she wasn't dead, because why even do all that? Like, it wouldn't make sense. I know it's the last hurrah and everything, but even then, for that still wouldn't make any sense. You introduced the Phoenix in the last movie, and then you finalize her in this movie to never turn into the Phoenix until the end of the movie, only for her to die. Really? And then, sure enough, as the movie progresses and gets towards the end, you see the little Firebird Phoenix flying through the stars, hecka fast like a comet. I'm like, ha! She's alive. Girl, these niggas have been down here more than you for months, and you out there flying around in space like it's just cool. Get down here. So, X-Men, Dark Phoenix, Fox's final X-Men film. Thank God again. What did you guys think about it if you saw it? What did you guys think of this video? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll always be here telling it like it is.